and welcome back to our channel. We're Megan Morgs, and in today's video we are in Unawatuna. We have just arrived from Welligama, so we got the bus. That took about 45 minutes. It was a very hot and sweaty ride.
Yeah, we're kind of getting used to the hot and sweaty Sri Lankan bus rides now, but it doesn't make it any easier.
No, it was very busy. It cost 500 for the both of us, which in comparison to our other buses is actually a bit more.
Yeah, so we wonder whether the bus conductor kind of
jacked it up a little bit.
Yeah, took a bit for himself. But that's the first time we've had sort of like that sort of experience, so you know, it's one of those things. And plus,
it's still cheap.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's still cheap.
Can't be too mad.
Yeah,
we've got 3 nights here, and it is our last location in Sri Lanka before we fly out this Sunday. So I can't believe we've almost spent 4 whole weeks here. It's gone so quick. So we are staying here at Unawatuna guest house. Bus dropped us off literally a 2-minute walk away, and it is pretty close to the beach as well, so it's a good location. And how much did we pay for 3 nights?
Paid $45 for 3 nights. So it was
for the
good.
Both of us.
Yeah, so it was a good find.
We'll show you around our room as well.
Room tour. So there's a nice sort of like 4-poster bed with the mosquito nets, as we've sort of come to be accustomed with. We've got nice TV.
A lot of people in the room, you need more space.
Just
Voila, right into the wall. Oh, wow.
And then there's some nice sort of like little chairs, and I think they're for sort of like sitting out on the balcony area, which is out there. But it's not the best balcony because it just leads onto the main road, so I'm not quite sure why they put that in there. And then a toilet that's got a fire door on, so if you're ever in a fire, you can't get out the toilet. In sort of like the north and central of Sri Lanka, like the prices are so much cheaper, and you usually get breakfast included as well. So just sort of something to think about when budgeting for your trip is that your south coast time will be generally more expensive. We've found it to sort of be maybe £2 or £3, maybe more expensive per day.
So we have come down to spend our afternoon at Unawatuna Beach. It's very steep, this one, so you get in the water and then all of a sudden you can't go to the floor.
Yeah, it sort of drops off a cliff basically, and then you're in sort of like way above your head. So it's a bit weird.
Quite cloudy as well, but it's been a nice afternoon.
Yeah, it's just good to like chill out.
We were hoping to rent a board for an hour, but I don't think there's very good surf here.
Yeah, there's just not very many like surf type waves. So I think that might have to wait until we're next in a surfing place, which could well be
Ages away.
Yeah, that'll be a long time, so we might be learning again.
Yeah, get another lesson. Lots of families here as well, so it is probably more family orientated than some of the other places we've been to on the coast. So I think the plan tomorrow is to do some beach hopping, and then on Saturday go to Galle and spend the afternoon at Jungle Beach. We have just been for breakfast at Skinny Tom's Deli.
Yeah.
It was nice but expensive. I think that's sort of the case for most of the south coast, to be honest. So we're going to try look for somewhere a little bit more local for lunch and dinner today. Plan of action is we're going to Mirapenna Beach, and then we're going to sort of beach hop along the coast back to Unawatuna. So there's Dalawella as well, and apparently there's some good snorkeling. So we've got our snorkels packed, and we're just going to have the day out, so should be nice. We're at Mirapenna Beach.
Yeah, I think we're in somewhere sort of like in between Mirapenna and Dalawella.
I am stood on the step.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're wondering why Megan's so tall, she's stood on this little step bit. Nobody's here though, it's like completely quiet this beach. I think everyone sort of like flocks around the main beaches near all the tourist area. We just got on the local bus, it cost us
50 rupees each.
Yeah, so bargain. It was like a 10-minute journey, and just dropped us off somewhere on the side of the road, and we went through this like little alley cut through and just ended up out at the beach.
Yeah, it's nice.
Not all of the sea is like perfect for swimming in. There's basically like a reef sort of like straight off the shore.
Yeah.
Yep. There we go. Can't even.
My arm's getting tired. Can you hold
I'll
it?
take it. So yeah, the ocean's not like perfect for swimming in, There's like a little, on here, there's sort of like a reefy bit down here at the front, and then obviously sort of swimming out the back. But a bit further on, there's basically like a nice bit to swim in. So we're gonna sort of have a little wander down and yeah, find somewhere good to swim.
Obviously we followed, we've got our snorkels with us, and we've just been swimming with 4 ginormous sea turtles, like the really big breed. We'll put the name up.
Yeah.
It was amazing, so cute. And then we've just had lunch here off the beach. So we just had some veggie curry and rice, and then some chocolate pancakes to finish. So we're having a really nice day.
But yeah, we're going to go back in the water now we've had some lunch and see if we can find some more turtles.
We'll try and get the turtles on camera as well.
Yeah, we kind of weren't expecting it. There was a few people sort of like snorkeling in the water, and we thought...
We were snorkeling and then we were like, oh, this is rubbish.
Yeah,
and then
no
I turned
fish.
around and there's ginormous sea turtles staring at me.
But yeah, we'll take the GoPro this time and we'll see if we can capture it on camera.
It was a success. They're ginormous here. It's definitely like a different species compared to the smaller ones that we swam with the other day.
Yeah.
But it's so nice. It's called Turtle Beach.
Jesus Christ.
One got taken out by a wave live on camera.
And it's coming back.
It's getting a bit choppy, you can't tell. So I think we might get out soon. Well, that was fun.
The following morning we found a great cafe near where we were staying and had some lovely food accompanied by the owner's amazing dog.
It is our last full day in Sri Lanka and we're not happy about it. We want to stay longer. It's just so nice here.
We do love Sri Lanka. It's exceeded our expectations and more.
Yeah, and it's just so affordable as well for like the quality of living that you get. It's just so nice. So
it is so good.
We're spending our last day. We're based in Unawatuna, so we got the bus to Galle this morning. That cost us $160 for the both of us, and it took about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we almost died at the end.
Yeah, but as you'll find out on the buses in Sri Lanka, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is very crazy.
But you get used to it and it's fun. It's hot and crazy.
Yeah. Hold on for dear life.
Absolutely.
So we've come to Galle Fort and we're going to spend the morning here and then the afternoon at Jungle Beach, which is just a short bus or tuk-tuk ride away, and we'll show you around.
So the fort was originally made by the Portuguese in the 16th century and then fortified by the Dutch, and I think it's changed hands quite a few times over sort of the years, being sort of to the Malaysians and also to the British. Although there's probably hours and hours and hours of stuff to sort of see, do and walk around the fort.
There's no entrance fee either.
Oh yeah, good point, there is no entrance fee. But it's almost like it's like the old town rather than the fact that it's like a like a castle or something like that to get into, if you like, because there's lots of sort of like shops and even sort of like people's houses and stuff here. But yeah, it is absolutely boiling here today.
Without water in this environment, you wouldn't last more than a few days.
Like,
and Morgan's making me carry the bag round all day.
No, this is an unfair reflection of what the bag carrying duties have been today. I've carried it for the majority and Megan has just happened to be carrying it in this moment now. But yeah, the humidity and heat is getting to us today. Can't even speak.
Getting to this one.
All right. Defo worth coming though.
Agreed.
We walked for as long as we could around Galle Fort before it all got a bit too much in the sun. So then we used the Pick Me app to get a good deal with a tuk-tuk from there to where we are now, which is Jungle Beach, just outside of Unawatuna.
So the tuk-tuks there were asking for 1,000 to bring you here, and using the Pick Me app we got one for 400. So it's so worth downloading if you are coming to Sri Lanka.
Yeah, and you'll be able to sort of use your Pick Me app in all the major sort of like towns and cities, whereas if you're in some of the sort of like the smaller coastal places and inland, you won't be able to. So, but I mean, like Megan said, you can get a really good price. With it being a weekend, it is slightly busier down on the beach. There's a lot of sort of like local people bringing their kids to sort of play around in the sea and like that sort of thing. But it is a lovely beach down here. It is probably worth coming down to. It's a little bit steep and hard to get to, but it's easy with the tuk-tuk from Unawatuna, and then you sort of go down the sort of like a hiking trail down to the beach. But everything's sort of here as well. You can get like a cold beer, you can get some drink, and there's loads of little food stalls along the way. So you won't be sort of like going without anything. And then there's some nice water that you can actually swim in, which is good as well. We headed back from the beach early because we just felt like we had a bit too much sun today. It's been absolutely boiling, and yeah, you know when you get that feeling that you just need to get indoors in the aircon with a cold drink. But for some afternoon entertainment, I thought I'd bring you along for my haircut. First haircut of the trip. So I feel like this is going to go one or two ways. Haircut done. And to be honest, doesn't look too bad. The bloke that was in there beside me was getting like a skin fade done, so it kind of like inspired me, considering that it actually looked alright. It doesn't look too bad. This will do me for our time in India and Nepal.
That evening we went for a really lovely meal, and we got up nice and early the next morning to head to Galle railway station.
We've checked out of our final accommodation in Sri Lanka, and we got the bus from just outside into Galle, and we're waiting at the Galle railway station to take us to Colombo, where we'll be getting our flight to India.
So to get from our accommodation here, we got a bus which cost 200 rupees for the both of us, and then the train was 1,000 for the both of us, and that's in second class, so no aircon but fans, windows and a reserved seat.
And as you've probably seen already from our videos, we've been travelling in second class all the time on the trains. We found that perfectly fine, even in the heat, with sort of a mixture of the fans and the windows. And also it's nice because you get to sort of travel how some of the locals are travelling. Most of the locals are probably travelling in third class, but yeah, it means that you could sort of have some nice interactions with people. People ask you where you're from, what you're up to, where you've been in Sri Lanka, maybe give you some recommendations. So we would recommend sort of travelling in second class because it gives you sort of like the best of both worlds really. You're not going to sort of overheat and sweat and it sort of be in the crowded third class, but you still get to sort of experience and travel as the locals would.
And the price difference between second and third class is really not that much either. There's a big jump between second and first. Really liked Unawatuna though. We've had a really nice few days here.
We've enjoyed it sort of more than we did in Wellagama, and we didn't also come to Unawatuna with sort of that many expectations of what it's going to be like. So we had a really lovely time, as Megan said.
Yeah, I just can't believe that it's been 4 weeks and that we have to leave. We're really sad.
I know, I think in our heads we think, you know, it's sort of like a good idea, we need to leave and we need to sort of travel somewhere new, but I think our bodies are like, no, why would you want to leave somewhere that's so nice, like that you love it, the food's good, the people are lovely, you're settling in really nicely, but it's just one of those things. We've got to go and we've got to move on.
We felt safe the whole time here as well.
Yeah, that's so true. So we're going to end this video here and jump on our train just before it's going to leave, and we'll get a seat. So we really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at Megan Morgs.
And next time we see you, we will probably be in India. So if you're interested in seeing what we're getting up to there, please make sure to subscribe, as Morgan said, and keep an eye out for our next lot of videos.
We'll see you in the next one.